All right, we'll be back to get lefty Patrick Corbin. How about a scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for. Same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
For Atlanta, Alex Verdugo.
The left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
Not close with that one. And we're underway here this afternoon. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike one.
1-1.
Strike two.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And down on strikes. And there's one away. Here is Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Walker fastball on his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. And the batter now, Matt Olson.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. Simeon. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching here today, Spencer Schwellenbach.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And now, Josh Smith. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one. Schwellenbach. Not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting third, the designated
hitter. Now Jack Peterson.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity, and because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
That one not close. 1-0. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Two down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Second inning set to go. And now here's the veteran DH, Marcell Ozuna. Corbin back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
First pitch strike right there for
0-1.
him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. On the ground to third. And foul ball. And Ozzie Albies up to the plate. In the air, left field. Langford snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Corbin, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. Popped up and a foul ball. No score here in the second. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1.
Late with the swing there.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Now it's Marcus Semien. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics. And by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. Here's Josh Young.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That clips the corner.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Eddie Rosario. Strike 1.
0-1.
Puts a bunt down. Berger takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Orlando Arcia.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. Swings through that one for strike 1.
if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. He went with the breaking ball right there, but it feels like that approach might be playing with fire. He loves to go after pitches with a wrinkle in it.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Up and in, ball 2. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Leody Taveras.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
The count.
And a swing and a miss there.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And we're back. Here's Alex Verdugo.
The left fielder, number 8.
He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Shortened a bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Drops a bunt down the first base side, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
The third baseman.
Here comes Austin Riley. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Out number 2. Here's Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there.